Welcome back, gentlemen and lady gentlemen. We're going to continue on the Freudian iceberg theory. Last video, we covered the levels of consciousness. Today, we are covering the id, or the it. So, what is the id, or the it? In the beginning, there was the id. It is the only one of the three parts we are born with. The others develop later out of the id. This part of the mind is all nature and no nurture. So what does that mean? All nature and no nurture. Well, nature is how we're born, the way we behave automatically. Nurture is how our environment influences our parents, our culture. So this part of our mind we are automatically born with. Down here is where all the psychological animal drives, impulses, and instincts run wild. Think back, or not even think back, look to an infant. They don't have an ego. They don't have a moral compass yet. All they have is their animal drives, their impulses, their instincts. They're hungry. What happens? They cry. They poop their diaper. What happens? They cry. They want something. What happens? They cry. That's the only thing they know. So you can think of the id as the animal inside you. It contains libido, which is our primary instinctual energy. Not just our sexual energy and our sexual drive, but our primary instinctual energy. Everything that drives us, that motivates us. It is its voice, it's the loudest when we are hungry, horny, and anytime we see red. The id is not organized according to logic. You can have contradictory impulses existing side by side without canceling each other out. A hungover person wants to drink and wants to not move. These impulses contradict each other, but they are coming from the same place. Think about a time you wanted to do something but not wanted to do it at the same time. Like wanting to go out, but not wanting to be a customer in anything local. You should have that drive to go out, but you've been everywhere in town that you don't want to go out in town. It's the same thing. They can be contradictory, and they're both coming from our unconscious mind. The organized principle of the id is the pleasure principle. It works by what feels good. The id is about desire and pleasure. Everything else is irrelevant. What society thinks doesn't matter. Reality doesn't matter. Think about a time when you entertained yourself in something you're very interested in, and next thing you know, it's been several hours. Reality doesn't matter. It makes you happy, so what others outside of that doesn't matter, right? Well, this is coming from the id. It's the pleasure seeking principle. We want to do the things that make us feel good. According to psychoanalyst Bruno Bettelheim, there is a quirk to the original German word for the id that got lost in translation. The original term das Es means neuter or neutral. Unlike der Mann, the man, and die Frau, the woman, das Es is neither masculine nor feminine. It just is. Hence why its nickname is the It. We often think of powerful impulses which overwhelm us as the devil on the shoulder. It is difficulty to have sympathy for the devil, making a devil and an it of the unconscious is not a foundation of a great relationship. Think about that for a second. What does the devil represent? It represents evil. It represents bad. It represents things that are not good, right? So if we look at that part of our mind as not good, not as bad, or evil, we're never ever going to want to interact with it. But we need to. So in order to change that connection, we can look at it, the connection between the id and the child to help us understand this concept. When a child throws a temper tantrum in the candy aisle, we don't view that as evil. Why? Well, the child is wanting something. He's not getting that instant gratification of getting it now, has no other way to express himself but to scream and yell, throw himself on the floor. It is not trying to derail you. It is not scheming against you. It's just your pure nature burning inside. It is a furnace of desire. It lies within all of us. So traits, the engine of desire, impulses, and drives. Pleasure seeking, unresponsive to demands of reality and social norms. Contrary impulses can coexist, selfish and willful. Strong emotions, short-term thinking, instant gratification. The inner child devil on our shoulder, home of the libido. So what does all this mean? Well, think about a time when you've done something that's very pleasurable to yourself. Playing video games, binge watching a TV show, going out and having a smoke, smoking with the buddies. All this is instant gratification here and now. It's pleasure seeking. These are our desires to want to do these things that make us feel good. We have strong emotions attached to them because, again, it makes us feel good. It makes us feel happy. Sometimes they're contrary. Take, for instance, those that abuse substances. They know some of those substances are illegal, but they do it anyways. Contrary impulses. But again, back to the selfish and willful part of the pleasure seeking. So once we understand that these are coming up from this part of our mind, we can start exploring that part of our mind and figuring out why we have these desires and these impulses. The mechanism, the desire and temptation, if we want it badly enough, we will do it. Thank you, gentlemen and lady gentlemen. Our time again is once up. I am Psycho Rick. On the screen is where you can find me if you have any questions, or you can contact me in the comments section. I'll be more than willing to answer. Thank you.